There was a farmer who never hurried. While the world around him ran in circles, chasing success, chasing results, chasing approval, he stayed still. People laughed at him, called him slow, called him foolish. But one day, everything changed, and what he built in silence left the entire village speechless. His name was Daniel. He lived in a small village surrounded by farms. Every farmer there worked the same land, grew the same crops, faced the same struggles. But Daniel was different. Not because he worked harder, not because he had more land. He was different because of the way he worked. While other farmers rushed to plant their seeds the moment the season began, desperate to get ahead, Daniel would sit under his old banyan tree, watching, waiting, observing the soil. "Daniel, what are you doing?" his neighbor would shout. "Everyone's already planting. You're wasting time." But Daniel would smile and say, "I'm not wasting time. I'm choosing the right time." People didn't understand him. They saw him walking slowly through his fields, talking to his crops, checking every leaf, every root, every inch of soil. While others rushed to water their plants every single day, driven by fear and urgency, Daniel sometimes skipped days. Sometimes he watered more, sometimes less. "You're too slow, Daniel," they'd say. "You'll never grow anything this way." And for a long time, it seemed like they were right. One year, a terrible drought hit the village. The rains didn't come on time. The sun was harsh. The earth was dry and cracked. All the farmers panicked. They watered their crops twice a day. They poured buckets and buckets of water, trying desperately to save what they had planted. But the more they watered, the weaker their crops became. The plants couldn't handle the stress. The roots stayed shallow. The soil turned hard. One by one, the crops began to die. Farmers watched their months of hard work turn to dust. Some cried, some gave up, some even sold their land, defeated by circumstances they couldn't control. But Daniel stayed calm. He didn't panic. He didn't rush to water his fields like the others. Instead, he walked through his farm every morning, checking the soil with his bare hands, feeling the moisture, watching the roots. He watered only when the soil needed it, not before, not after. He trusted what he couldn't see. And then, something incredible started to happen. While every other field in the village turned yellow and brown, dying under pressure, Daniel's crops stayed green, not just alive, thriving. His wheat stood tall. His vegetables were healthy. His fruit trees were heavy with produce. The villagers couldn't believe it. "How is this possible?" they whispered in disbelief. "How is his farm the only one still growing?" One evening, a group of farmers came to Daniel's house. They were tired, frustrated, desperate for answers. "Daniel," one of them said, "tell us the truth. What's your secret? Did you use some special seeds? Some magic fertilizer?" Daniel shook his head. "No magic. No secrets." "Then how?" another farmer asked, almost angry now. "We worked just as hard as you. We watered our crops even more than you did. So why did ours die and yours didn't?" Daniel looked at them for a long moment. Then he said something they would never forget. "You worked hard, but you didn't work with patience." The farmers stared at him, confused. Daniel continued, "When the drought came, you panicked. You rushed. You gave your plants too much water because you were afraid of losing them. But I waited. I watched. I let the soil tell me what it needed. Your roots stayed shallow because you watered the surface every day. But my roots went deep because I made them search for water. You tried to control everything. I learned to trust the process." One by one, the farmers fell silent. They realized something powerful in that moment. They had been so focused on doing more, working faster, fixing everything immediately, that they forgot the most important thing: patience. That year, Daniel's harvest was the largest in the entire village. Not because he worked the hardest, but because he worked the wisest. He didn't rush. He didn't force. He didn't panic. He trusted the process. He trusted time. And time rewarded him. Now, here's the lesson for all of us. We live in a world that celebrates speed. Do more, work faster, get results now. But real growth, real success, real strength, it doesn't come from rushing. It comes from patience. Think about it. A seed doesn't become a tree overnight. A child doesn't become wise in a day. A dream doesn't turn into reality just because you're in a hurry. Everything meaningful takes time. And if you rush the process, you ruin the result. Just like those farmers who watered their crops too much and killed them with their own panic. So ask yourself, are you working hard, or are you working with patience? Are you trying to control everything, or are you trusting the process? Are you planting seeds and expecting trees tomorrow? Or are you giving your dreams the time they need to grow deep roots? Daniel taught his village something powerful that year, that the ones who never rush are the ones who build things that last. And maybe, just maybe, that's the lesson we all need to hear today. Because in a world that's always running, sometimes the bravest thing you can do is slow down. Trust the timing of your life. Trust the process. Trust that what's meant for you will come. Not when you force it, but when you're ready for it. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because every great journey begins with a single step, taken with patience.